Hi everybody, I am Rosie from Illuminating the Darkness. I am going to do a full moon reading for the December 15th full moon. I know it was yesterday, but we can still do a reading on the energy. It'll be accurate. It'll be okay. The full moon this year is in the Gemini sign, and it also was with a Geminide meteor shower. So, that's pretty cool that you get the full moon plus the meteor shower. I'm sure that looked pretty. This time with the full moon, it is time for communication with the Gemini and then split emotions and indecisiveness. So Gemini is all about, talking and trying to figure out the world through logic. And sometimes whenever they're not level, they it's an air sign, so they're kind of soaring. So, they're not grounded enough. So they'll have split emotions because they'll feel one way because they're, thinking of all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, whenever they ground themselves and try to make the decision, it'll be a different feeling for them. So, you just want to make sure that you're taking time to ground yourself at this time. And with this being the last full moon, it is the time to release and then manifest what you would like to bring into this new year. Always remember that new change requires you to change yourself. So this is a time to purge old habits and old ways of thinking, clear yourself, and then bring in what you're wanting to achieve. So, you set your goals, and then whenever you set your goals, you gotta make the changes to get there. You can't just put a hope out there without making any kind of adjustment within yourself. You're just gonna keep doing the same thing. It's like a science project. You do different things, and then you gotta take notes on what you did and say, well, maybe I just didn't add enough food, or I overwatered it, or I didn't get enough sun, or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? You are a plant. Keep that in mind. So while this full moon is going on, in Gemini, the sun is also going to be in Sagittarius. So they are the opposite signs, but they are the opposite signs that are the most similar. So they both are on like a search for truth, and they let their curiosity lead the way. They're kind of free-spirited signs that want to do their own thing. And it's really nice how they go together. So Sagittarius is all about seeing the bigger picture. They use their feeling and their intuition to guide them the most. And they don't really want to take advice from other people because they are very, again, intuitive and within themselves. And then the same is similar to Gemini. They see more detail and they think more with logic. So, like, they also don't really want to take other people's opinions because they see the logistic of it and they think in their own ways, So, Sagittarius is the ninth house of truth and communication, and Gemini is the third house, or truth and knowledge, and then Gemini is the third house of communication. So together, these allow you to see the bigger web of things, but then also see the detail in it and how it is all interconnected. And it allows you to find the little things, but also see the higher meaning and purpose of it all as well. So, this could be a very opportune time to manifest things for this next coming year and just kind of setting the way for things. You got to start yourself with like grounding practices, again with the Sagittarius and the Gemini. Sagittarius is a fire sign, but again they are so adventurous and like they're almost like an air sign. So like you just kind of want to make sure you're grounding yourself and you're not flying too high with your thoughts, and thinking above where you need to be when it comes down to your goals and how you want to achieve different things. So hopefully maybe that will give you a little bit of advice to go off of. We're going to do just a little quick reading. I just do a 3-card pull. It's nice and fast. Not too complicated. I'm still kind of beginner skills on my tarot, but I feel like every time I do a reading, it turns out really well. Goes along with what I talk about, and then like I resonate with it. So if you resonate with it, that would be awesome. And like, share, and subscribe. And you can also leave me some comments if you want to say anything else to that. Sometimes I like to do where if they fall out, I'll keep them, but not today. Alright, so we have the Four of Wands upside down. The Four of Wands is about celebration and home. And I want to say, sorry about that. Like I said, I am new. So, anyways, the Four of Wands in reverse. So the upright, it is about celebration and like community, getting along with another. Again, like having like parties and stuff like that. Upside down, it could be like the breakdown and lack of unity. There might be tension and lack of interest from others, and then like you feel like you want to share all these ideas and stuff like that, but you might get like nonchalant behavior, and people might just kind of like dodge your what you're trying to get at, and it doesn't go together well. So that can be an encouragement to just continue to put yourself out there to find the tribe that's meant for you, because you're not going to be able to please everybody, and sometimes you really just have to accept that it's just not meant for me here, and you need to just move on to where you're more comfortable and where you're feeling like you're meant to be in life. So for the present, we have the Chariot. So this is about direction, control, and willpower. About strength that you hold, that you're moving in the right direction, and that you're in control of the horses that you're guiding. You know the path that you're on, and you're off. And then we have the Knight of Wands upside down. So upright, Knight of Wands is about action, adventure, and fearlessness. But upside down, it might be about delays, frustration, feeling like everything is working against you, and then like just making it to where you want to throw in the towel. So if you really truly know anything about how energy works, you know that those moments are actually right before breakthroughs. Right when you feel like you're going to have a breakdown, you're going to have a breakthrough. So what the universe is doing is testing you to see if you're ready for this next level, and if you're going to continue this Chariot energy to get through these challenges to bring you through the other side. So what it wants to encourage you is to be flexible in your behavior and how you come at people, and then how you listen to others and take in other people's advice. Maybe this frustration that you're having with your community and the people around you is because communication is off. So that could also be because Mercury is in retrograde right now. So, and I think Mars is in retrograde as well. So these things can really like mess up our communication. It can mess up the technology. It can make it to where like we're running behind on stuff when we normally aren't. Things just don't go right. Things are a little bit more hectic. These times are meant to, again, test you and your patience and see if you have truly grown and overcome these challenges that trigger you, and if you're ready for these next things. So always remind yourself that they're just a test. You don't need to react. It's not even that big of a deal. It's got to pass. So that also goes along with the full moon thing. Because of it being in Gemini, and again, it being a time to communicate differently. Alright, we're just going to do one card pull on this one. Jupiter returns. I'm not sure if it matters if it's upside down on these ones. Jupiter return benefits. A Jupiter return occurs every 12 years. This marks the time the largest and most expansive of planets returns to the original place of when you were born. Turning up the Jupiter return card indicates a period when doors are open to you and obstacles are lifted. You are given the freedom to advance your goals with absolute abandon. It suggests you will soon be entering a time where you encounter less resistance and life should flow much easier. The Jupiter return card is the green light that gives the go-ahead. All paths are now clearing and you are to take the utmost advantage of this. Goals of plans you started more than a decade ago will begin to bear fruit, either right now or at least very soon. Something very good is about to emerge from the debris of this past. It could be a thing that you felt that you lost, or something that did not work out exactly as you hoped. It may even be a plan that you had forgotten about that once again comes into your life to make some remarkable changes and advances. In short, the Jupiter return card implies good fortune and prosperity in many areas, not just financial or material. Dreams manifest into reality at this time. Gifts flow in easily. It is also a time to be aware of how you approach matters in your own spirituality, faith, and destiny. There is a rapidness to Jupiter, so it's important to grab a hold of anything that surfaces, so don't let go. Investigate the possibilities this might bring. It is not a good time to get carried away, though. It is always important with Jupiter to keep a clear head. Jupiter, named for the Roman god, or Jove, as he is also named, is a jovial planet. Open-hearted, optimistic, and flirtatious. The god Jove brings a multitude of blessings, while the planet Jupiter is the Santa Claus of the planets. The Jupiter return is like the Christmas Eve. This card marks a stage where you are to receive opportunities and then rewards. This is the time many areas of your life begin to bear fruit. The only negative to this card is that it's not a good time to indulge or become reckless with anything. It can indicate too much of a good thing or be overly confident things will work out on their own. But like the Saturn return, only hard work or perseverance will bring the payoff. It is time to take a broader reach and to show gratitude. See the possibilities, trust in your fortune, and give thanks to the gods. Making light of a situation or realizing it's not as bad as it seems is the best approach. In fact, something will be rescued from the darkness. New experiences trigger a desire for travel and inner development. Communications with angels and higher spirits are more possible now. Higher education calls to you. Publishing your ideas or bringing them before the public are a probability. Relax and let go and allow things to unfold. Be wise and pay attention. Don't take your eyes off the prize. You are a kingly or queenly place right now. Bigger goals and plans now rule your life. It is time to put laziness aside and buckle down for some dramatic changes, mostly positive. Great fortune is ahead of you, so don't back away from it and proceed from the dream in an outward way. Love and romance takes on a sweetness, a sense of freedom where you can be who you are with the addition of acceptance and generosity. You may attract many potential lovers at this time, so choose wisely or the relationship could be very short-lived. And also, be careful of indulging in too much to eat or drink. So in short, love others with grace and patience. Know that generosity is its own reward. Keep the expansive energy of Jupiter flowing, but with discernment and in answer to your question, yes, and only if you are wise in your choices. So, again, plays right out. It is about communication, working with others, learning how to mend these issues that you're having with others, the frustration, the imbalances. You know, again, it's the retrograding planets that cause all these issues with how we communicate with others. And it's up to us to continue to push past these limitations and to tell ourselves it's time for a change. So I hope that you guys resonate with this energy, and I hope that you take whatever you need from it and leave me any advice or comments. Have a great day.